Welcome back to Tactics Talk with Guido. You know, why you win a match in World of Tanks is not always obvious. Sometimes there's the guy with the top damage done and hit points. He's got 8 kills and it's very obvious that that person carried it. But other times it's not as obvious. See that I've loaded into Stalingrad here in my Lorraine 40T. A very good setup for me with a 357 on top tier. Not a whole lot of armor up top on the other side to chew through. So this is a pretty good setup. There are 3 artillery, which can be annoying on Stalingrad right here. So we'll get going. Now this is an interesting game because a lot of times we think we know exactly why we won or lost, right? It's because I did the most damage, or I didn't do any damage, or that guy did this, or that guy did that. And oftentimes it defaults to doing damage and killing. That is not always true. Sometimes there's important little things that happen during a game that turn the tide. We'll get that in a moment. Got an HTC coming up. He takes a hit. We got a T-34-3 there. I'm being careful initially. But they don't seem to be very interested in pushing up. And I know the Tiger II's over there, so I'm not too worried about him right now. So I'll put a shot into him. And a shot that doesn't do anything into him. And now the 34-3 is hurt. And I'm in a reload. This spot right here is kind of dangerous. It is exposed to artillery, so that's why I tuck up against the buildings right there a little bit. Like I said, there are 3 artillery. You can see that 12T's gone right up the middle. We've got quite a few guys kind of hanging back in the corner back there, and we're a little bit outnumbered here right there, but we've got some better tanks and players, so this is going to work out for us pretty well. This Tiger II is pretty oblivious to life, so he just kind of sits there getting hammered. Thought he was going to back up some. I was going to have to go around and get him, but no, he comes out front, so thank you. And now we will push in here. So I've dropped 1100. I've got a kill. Still got 3 shots in the clip. I decided to go ahead and just use these 3 instead of reload. And you can see that we have a situation developing. Take a look at the mini-map. You can see what it is. I bounced that one, unfortunately. That was a bummer. I actually side-scraped in a Lorraine against a Hellcat. And they are pushing our cat pretty well. So that's what I was talking about just a moment ago. And I'm going to head this way. I'm pretty sure that they've got the Panther handled over there. So I'm thinking, you know what? I need to fold back to the middle. And then they seem to take care of it for the moment. So that's good. See if I can catch anything out in the middle here. Just about reloaded. I get spotted here, which is interesting. I don't have any idea how until later. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So 3045M. That was a horrendously lucky shot, and I get hit by the Hummel, which is important because now I'm irritated. He's been shooting at me twice now. I get missed by the GW, so now I'm really irritated. See that little space right between the buildings there? That's how he saw me earlier. I did not know that was possible there. That guy's just sitting out in the open. So we'll just damage him right here. Nope, we're going to crit no damage. Got to be kidding me. Nope, that's not going to track him. Why would it? And we finally get him dead. Hey, look, the Hummel just shot at me. Alright, so now I'm triggered. And I am heading off towards the artillery. The game is in the balance. There are 2 artillery in the back that are vulnerable to me killing them. But is that really what I should be doing right now? If you take a look back at the cap's being threatened. And this is something I talk about a lot in my tactics talks. If you win a flank, go back to the cap. If your cap is threatened at all, go back after it. But of course, I'm going to go hunt artillery because I'm angry that they've been shooting at me. You'll notice that the T-28 HTC is going back. Watch what he does down there. So I'm thinking I'm fast enough. They are kind of surrounding it. I'm hanging it out a little bit here because I'm thinking I have enough to get in here, kill the arty, and get back to them. But now that they're jumping on and kind of killing our guys around there, I'm getting a little bit worried that this is not true. But I'm already here, so I'm just about reloaded. I find 1 artillery. Take him down. Find the other artillery. He wants to come shoot me. Take him down and force a reload, and now I'm on my way. But you can see that they've got, what, 3 tanks down there now against our 2. And the HTC is hurt. Now the T-34 is finally getting back there as well. But you can see that they are getting on cap. and causing us some issues. Our Sturv went to their cap, which of the two decisions I had, well, three in this case, go get the Artie, go back to my cap, or get on their cap, that's the worst one. And you see that they've got two on there, and their tanks are not in bad shape. Now, the T28 HTC and the T34 are doing outstanding work. So they've reset it. They are not allowing these guys to cap it out. And now I'm coming through here. I've got 2,773 hit points. I've got 6 kills, 3 of them Artie. And we head on in here. They take out the M4A E2. The HTC does his work in there, and now I'll come around, get him. Unfortunately, the poor T34 bounces, and I end up killing the T29. So I have 3,157 and 7 kills. Looks impressive, right? I mean, the damage isn't super high, but hey, 7 kills. You carried, right? Well, interesting thing about that is I get a message after the game. I'll bring it up here. And it comes from the HTC guy, Phony. He says, thanks for the win. Now initially I put GG, good game, and didn't think much about it, and then I started thinking about it a little bit more after that. I said, you know what? I didn't really win that game. 7 kills and 3,100, I was a part of it, especially initially when I was doing damage where it mattered on the flank and we won it. But after that, thinking of that a little bit longer, I went, you know what? That dude, Phony, actually won that game along with the T34 once he got back there. Because the T28 HTC and one of the slowest dang tanks on the board, once he won the flank, turned right around and went back to the cap. Now, there's a slight argument to be made for I went and killed the Artie and they weren't harassing our guys trying to reset. Okay, noted. But there is quite a bit of cover in there. I think that the best answer would have been I come back and we gobble those guys up very quickly because I bring my auto-loading tank in there, and what they had down there wasn't very powerful. And then we go hunt down the artillery, and it never is really scary at all. They never really have any kind of chance at all. So we'll turn this off. So next time you win a game and you think, hey, I carried, I'm the big bad dog on the street, just think about it a little deeper. The game is interesting that way because a lot of times you think you won because you did the most damage and you did the most kills. But did you do the most damage and the most kills at the right time? Was there something else that happened in the game? Did somebody else actually provide the glove save that won the game? All right, guys, I hope you like what you saw there. Hope you learned a little bit of something. And if you did, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you.